Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by the guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The give is to Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
On 1st down, Tannehill rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To the air again, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins' defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, Absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. 5 yards on the kick. Up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Tannehill, and last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost them 5 yards. So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. well now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps
under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Landry. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got time. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
Jarvis Landry, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for the Dolphins, 39 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In order to get better, you can never stop coaching these guys. And Ryan Tannehill, one of the issues he's had in the league is he coughs up the ball a little bit as a quarterback.
Yeah, he hasn't been the worst, but the first 4 years he was in the league, he went 9, 9, 10, 10 on fumbles.
So there's definitely cause for some concern, and they want to keep emphasizing protecting the ball, take care of it, because that really hurts their offense when they continue to turn it over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, you know I always tend to lean towards the defensive guys. But in this case, I have no defense. How about that run right there?
Yeah, just a tip of the cap to Le'Veon Bell, and that's what he can do. You think some people back in 2013 that had first-round picks wish that they would have taken him?
That's when you go back to your scouting department and say, what exactly did we miss here? Maybe some people have some new jobs. He's a big-time player, and if they don't start getting him on the ground here quickly, he's going to pile up a huge game. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finding time. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Tannehill into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.